Thank you, Madam Chair. I feel I should address the mountains versus hills controversy. As a senator from a state in the West, I'm inclined to agree with Senator Curtis. But as I understand where the chair is from, and you are the chair, I'm inclined to agree with the chair.
Thank you.
So let me just say unequivocally, I've got friends on both sides of this issue, and I stand with my friends. Mr. Zeldin, as you're well aware, the horrific fires that have ravaged California over the last week have displaced thousands of people, resulted in the loss of more than 24 lives. As these fires continue to destroy Californians' homes, livelihoods, and so much more, it's more important than ever that California has the full support of the federal government to recover and respond. Fueled by severe drought conditions and strong Santa Ana winds, unimaginable events like these fires devastate communities and worsen Californians' water scarcity. When you were a state senator in New York, you were a member of the State Senate Bipartisan Task Force on Hurricane Sandy recovery. You applauded a comprehensive legislative package that included tax assessment relief for properties catastrophically damaged by the storm, revisions to regulatory obstacles that slow down the rebuilding process, and improvement and continued expansion of state insurance laws to help policymakers receive funds following a disaster, and more. And in response to Hurricane Sandy, the EPA supported FEMA and worked closely with federal agencies and the states of New Jersey and New York to assess damage and respond to environmental concerns. The EPA stepped in to assess the condition of drinking water and wastewater facilities, helped to get several damaged wastewater treatment plants in New Jersey up and running, evaluated conditions at hazardous waste sites, and assisted in the collection of debris and household hazardous waste. Can you provide Californians with the assurance that you will advocate the same strong recovery and response assistance from EPA as EPA provided to your then constituency in Long Island after Hurricane Sandy, if confirmed?
Senator, first off, congratulations on your election. I look forward to working with you on this committee. And we all, from the rest of the country, have been watching what is playing out for your constituents. And many of us know people who have been impacted and they've lost everything. It's hard to it's impossible for us to put ourselves in the shoes of your constituents right now. I, if confirmed, would want to not only know everything in my power to be able to do as EPA administrator to assist you in fighting for your constituents who have been devastated by these wildfires, but I would want to, in fact, do everything in my power to be able to assist, to make sure that this recovery is as speedy as possible. I would like to come to California to speak to those on the ground, hear any concerns that we need to take back with us to Washington, and to assist both you and Senator Padilla and your House colleagues to be able to fight for these constituents who have lost everything.
Thank you, Mr. Zeldin. We will welcome you to the state and look forward to your visit. After the Maui fires in August 2023, EPA crews removed more than 200 tons of hazardous materials from 1,400 plus properties in the fire-impacted areas. The EPA also deployed water emergency team members to provide on-the-ground guidance and technical assistance for stormwater, wastewater, and drinking water for the county of Maui. Do you commit also to prioritizing similar assistance for California to ensure that local water supplies are tested, treated, and restored to safe drinking water standards, just as EPA stepped in to do after the horrific Maui fires?
Senator, I would want to do everything in my power, if confirmed as EPA administrator, to be able to assist with that as well.
And I assume, Mr. Zeldin, your response will not depend on whether disaster strikes a red state or a blue state. You will equally work to speed relief to those Americans affected.
Yes, Senator. It does not matter what kind of a state you're from. All 50 states are going to be of the highest importance, regardless of where a disaster ever strikes anywhere in America.
Thank you. Let me touch on one other major issue that we discussed yesterday. That's the Tijuana River pollution crisis. This crisis has brought immense industrial waste and raw sewage over the border from Mexico into California, posing serious environmental and public health challenges to San Diego and Imperial County. We've had beaches shut down. We've had SEAL training facilities deeply impacted. Coast Guard and Customs and Border personnel have routinely reported suffering from infections and gastrointestinal illnesses. Thanks to the work of Senator Padilla and Representative Scott Peters and others, we were able to secure $250 million in disaster supplemental relief in December. But EPA can play a pivotal role in this crisis as well. I would ask you to support EPA's Border Water Infrastructure Program, but also will you agree to review EPA's January 7th decision to deny requests to investigate the Tijuana River Valley for a potential Superfund designation? I'm not asking you to prejudge it, but will you agree to review it and consider whether a different judgment should be reached?
Yes, Senator.
I thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair.